bonk. Yeah, so they would ask me to shoot on it. If you look at what the Iraqis had at that time, they were World War, sometimes Korean tanks. These things were junk. Cold War junk. I mean, how many built a tank and put their gas tank on the outside on the back? Hello, here's the target, just shoot me. Literally. A gas tank. Their biggest, it's flammable, I'm quite sure. You didn't have to worry about it. Just let them go past and hit their fanny pack. So, they were easy targets. But guaranteed, if you didn't blow them up, all you did was piss them off. So literally, you'll be told to shoot onto a tank. You're like, oh, no problem. I'll hit the gas tank and it'll blow up. Gas tanks don't always blow up. It's not like the or even better, just the gas tank blows up, not the tank. So you shoot, you see a beautiful explosion, and then you look and the turret's going, you're like, fuck. So you're like, oh my head, what am I going to do? Luckily, half these things didn't work as well as they thought they did. Many times did I see a barrel of a tank pointing at me going, oh, okay, maybe you got it. At that point, I just take my mask off going, I hope that this is biological and I'm going to melt. But no, I mean, literally, you'd see them, they'd shoot tank. You're not supposed to shoot a tank at a person. That didn't matter. You'd see other guys, that ain't good. I mean, and I'd say, you know, and when it comes to battles like that, they're so fast, things can happen. Literally, there are Air Force tapes that look misleading, but my unit actually got hit by a A-10 Warthog, and I don't know if you guys know what those look like. Usually you'll see them. It was a new weapon that came out. They have fins on the back of them. Usually they put the mouth on the front. They're tank killers, that's what they call them. Oh yeah, they blow the living crap up. It's the only vehicle that can blow up an M1 Abram. Thank God we made it. So, and literally they blew up one of our own vehicles. Now, if you ever take a look, there's a difference. When you look at what they call the nomenclature, you can tell the difference between a Cadillac, all right, and an old Pinto. All right? There's a difference, people. This one's large. This one looks like, I mean, an old Volkswagen Bug from the, you know, an old van from the 60s versus a new Escalade. There's a difference, right? You know, a Corolla versus a Lexus. There's a difference. So you get no wonder you got some guy from Kentucky going, I think I got him, sir. I think I got him. They hit one of our vehicles, and literally when it was done, I mean, literally, casualties, you read about they don't talk about those casualties. Friendly fire casualties. Yeah. Literally, all that was left of this vehicle was 4 wheels. It looked like scrambled eggs. Drove this vehicle down to the ground, literally, blew it, you know, things don't blow up this way, they blow that way. So, I mean, I think my worst experience was, they call it the Death Highway. Have you heard of that highway? The Iraqi forces in the last day were trying to get away. Full of grenades. And they were running. I mean, scared to death. Well, literally, to get back into Iraq there's only one highway there. You got miles of desert. No, let's use the highway.
Isn't it the highway with like a whole bunch of bombs on it?
We dropped bombs that were so big. These things were huge. It was dropping trucks. They were dropping cement trucks into the street. When you drop something that big, literally it has to go in the ground. It's so heavy, they would blow up, go in the ground, and then they go crazy. So the Iraqis are literally, they're all trying to get out of, they're trying to get out of the city. They're trying to run. Yeah. And all we did was blow up, let's just blow up the entrance. Now you're stuck, where are you going now? They blew up the other end of the street, and then they just spent like hours. And there's pictures, you guys, if you want to see something horrible looking, this whole street was in a mile of just charcoal. Literally, barbecued people. So yes, that's the bad part of being in the military. We had to walk down this street.
How'd it smell?
Does it smell like welfare?
That's when you want your gas mask.
I don't believe I had a hamburger for at least 2 years after that.
You know, if you go to New York,
I
it
mean,
smells like
the good thing.
welfare.
I mean, the good thing was, I don't think they suffered much. I really don't. It's like, you know, it's not like, oh, run. Oh, you barbecued? No. Literally, it was done. There's that Battlefield LA. What is that movie called? There's a
Battlefield Los Angeles.
yeah. You know, they show they show the freeway all blown up, and literally what happened was you blow up one vehicle and it just clogged everything, and they bombed it for hours. So.
You should have hired the towel head to fly into them.
Well, that's the thing. They didn't have anything to fly into. I mean, literally, if you notice, these countries don't have air forces. Israel is about the only country out there that has an air force, but guess who promotes it?
Me. I do.
Even better, guess who created that country?
Me.
We did. Israel's really not. After World War II, we created a country so